I hate being on TV, Mommy. I hate being on TV. I don't know where my other co-host went. He's out someplace. So, hey everybody, welcome to the D. Louise book series. I'm Christina, Kristina. This is where we read books and talk about books. There are no special effects going on here. Nothing, no special editing, no theme music, nothing like that. Just me reading books, talking books. And I would appreciate it if you would hit the thumbs up, like, and subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, thank you very much. I've got this fantasy going of hitting 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. I know it's a big fantasy. It's been 10 months. I've been doing this for well over 10 months, and I'm just over 100 subscribers. So it would take a miracle for me to get 980 something more subscribers in 2 months. But hey, you guys are out there. Please make it happen. Please hit the like and subscribe. I'm Christina, Kristina. If I didn't do that already, my mind's a little wacky today. But this is where we read books and talk about books. No special effects, no theme music, nothing like that going on. This is I'm speed reading, binge reading through J.P. Beaumont, J.A. Jance series this week. Also doing some Steve Berry's. Those are proving so interesting. And don't forget Star Trek Fridays, and don't forget Flashback Mondays, so please check that out. There was an extra large episode this week. We started January 2008, so please check that out. So anyways, we've got J.P. Beaumont is a detective in the homicide division of the Seattle Police Department, and I didn't put my notes in order. So let me just do this real quick. A dentist is found dead in his dentist chair, and his receptionist finds him that way. He was killed sometime Saturday, and she comes in Monday and discovers that he's dead. Now, so we have the carpet installer who was late for his appointment. He had a 10:30 appointment and he didn't show up till past noon. We have the ex-wife, or the wife that he was divorcing, who he was also a abuser. He was an abusive husband, so she escaped with her children to a shelter. So she's in a shelter, and she had come to see him. She had found a place to live, and the alimony money that he was going to give her was going to help pay the rent. So she went to see him on Saturday. So we have the carpet installer. We have the potential ex-wife. We also have the receptionist who was sleeping with him because he said he would pay her extra, give her a bonus in her salary if she slept with him. Then we also have the receptionist's husband. And then we have various additional aunts and uncles and relatives and the mother of the deceased. So we have all that going. Then we have J.P. Beaumont, our homicide detective, with his partner Al LINDSTROM and his former partner Ron Peters and his very good friend Ron Peters. And Ron Peters, who we talked about earlier, was in a horrific accident and was paralyzed. And a lot of guilt is on JP because he did not respond quicker. He did not pursue the matter quicker, faster, and sooner. He had assumed incorrectly that Ron was having a romantic liaison, and he was not. And he's also thankful to Ralph Ames, who he fought with Ralph Ames about the answering machine, but the answering machine has proved useful, and it also proved in helping Ron Peters, because if Bo hadn't got that phone call, he might have pursued it more seriously than he had intended in the first place, but the guilt still eats Bo. We also have yet to deal with his guilt over his mother. We will get to that point, and his grandparents. We will get to that point future in the series. But right now, he's dealing with his guilt over Ron Peters, and it has been pointed out a couple of times very slightly it will become a more bigger story, future books, that JP is an alcoholic. Him and his McNaughtons are just rule his life. So we've got all that going on. We've got the Ron Peters issue, and Ron Peters gets some good news, and he actually helps Bo a little bit. And we also have some really two big, huge pieces of news at the end of this book. I won't spoil it for you. But we do have Doc Baker is the coroner, JP the detective, Al Lindstrom is his partner, Nancy Grams is the new coroner photographer, so she's mentioned quite often. Mrs. Edwards is the nanny to Ron's kids, Heather and Tracie. They will play a good part. They will be a potential misunderstanding in a future book. And Amy Fitzgerald is our physical therapist of Ron Peters, who will play a huge part in some of his big news at the end of the book. So there's a lot going on in here. We have to find out who killed the dentist, and one of the suspects panics and gets involved in a hostage situation. But what I had mentioned previously in some other book segments, that sometimes you have a killer that shows up and is a high and by situation, and you never see them until the big reveal at the end, or you have another killer who's a constant presence throughout the book. And, so there's several different situations going on there. But in this one, it's a high and by, and you don't see it coming because the finger is pointed at all these major suspects, like I mentioned previously: the carpet installer, the receptionist, her husband, the wife and her situation, the mother and her relatives. There's a whole situation going on there in the background and the family dynamics. This guy turns out to be, he was real evil. So you'll have to check it out. Improbable Cause, book 5, I believe, in the J.P. Beaumont series by J.A. Jance, and we will be binge reading the rest of them. Up next is, I believe, A More Perfect Union. Book 1 was Until Proven Guilty. We have done that. Injustice for All. We have done that. Trial by Fury, Taking the Fifth, and Improbable Cause. We will get on to A More Perfect Union coming up soon. So please check it out. Please hit the like and subscribe. Let me know I'm doing a good job. Please check out Flashback Mondays. That took a lot of work this week, January 2008. And Star Trek Fridays. That takes a lot of work. That takes several days for me to do. So please check it out. Please hit the like and subscribe. Thank you very much.